Here's another COVID-19 nightmare. A former Baudette resident and her husband are stranded in Cambodia following a cruise. This story from iNews Partner, the Northern Light Region newspaper in Baudette. When Ryan and Teresa Knapp embarked on a Viking River cruise along the Mekong Delta in southern Vietnam, they thought they were boarding a ship that would take them on a dream cruise. What actually happened was more the stuff of nightmares. Before leaving the United States, Teresa Gordon consulted her doctor to determine if it was safe to go on the trip. As seasoned world travelers, they were not worried about going, even as the coronavirus spread to the U.S. and outbreaks emerged in new hotspots. With their doctors okay, the couple set off on their adventure. They arrived in Vietnam on March 1st, did some sightseeing in Ho Chi Minh, boarded the boat on March 4th. During their trip, they learned that one of their fellow passengers was exposed to COVID-19 on the flight to Vietnam. All the passengers were tested, and 3 British travelers tested positive for the novel coronavirus. Those 3 were transferred to local hospitals by Cambodian officials. The remaining 26 passengers who tested negative were initially quarantined on the boat. Soon after, however, Cambodian officials told the passengers they must get off the boat and threatened to arrest the Viking tour manager if they refused. As they disembarked, the passengers were sprayed down with what they believed was chlorine before being transferred to a filthy, dilapidated hotel. According to the passengers, they have been confined to a dirty room with a leaking toilet, a barred window, and a door that doesn't lock. In addition, the rooms are full of dead bugs, along with live bugs, ants, flying insects, and little lizards. The Knapp said that the Viking employees tried to get them removed to a nicer hotel next door, but workers were threatened to go on strike if they did that, so the plan was scrapped. The local health department delivered thermometers and blood pressure pumps to their rooms with instructions to report their temperatures twice daily back to the Cambodian ministry. According to the Knapps, the Viking crew has been bringing them food every day, but they are worried about running out of prescriptions and other basic items. Now they've been told that the Cambodian government has stopped responding to calls from the American embassy officials in the country, as well as urgent pleas from Viking representatives. We're not being quarantined, we're being detained, Ryan Knapp told USA Today. Knapp went on to explain that they know they have to be quarantined because of their potential exposure to the virus, but they would like to spend their time in quarantine in more humane conditions. They report their temperatures are normal and they feel fine physically, but are growing increasingly anxious about when their confinement will come to an end. Teresa Gordon Knapp grew up in Baudette and graduated from Lake of the Woods High School in 1977. Her parents, Bill and Dorothy Gordon, owned and operated the Grand Theater in Baudette for many years. The Knapps now live in Grays Lake, Illinois, a suburb of Chicago. According to Teresa's sister, Mary Gordon Hanson of Baudette, the Knapps are now able to keep in touch with concerned family members. Viking gave them Android phones with Wi-Fi so they can be in contact with family and friends, Hanson told the Northern Light Region. Hanson went on to praise the cruise ship company. Viking is doing everything they can, she said. They are bringing them food and cleaning supplies so they can clean the hotel room. According to an unnamed official, the State Department is working round the clock to ensure the safety and well-being of U.S. citizens overseas. The passengers have now been told they will be tested once again on March 23rd, but plans for returning home are still up in the air. If we test negative, which we think we will, Ryan Knapp said, we don't know when and how we're going to get home. I'm Neil Carlson reporting for PageOnePublications.com.